Yeah, so heading into the 9th round now, the game is going live. So, what are your predictions in terms of score on Cash? What do you reckon?
Please don't make me do this. You're clairvoyance, Nods. I am not. You tell me what the score's going to be, and we will see it happen on the server.
16-9, 16-8, Fish123 win. I reckon that. Because I feel like Fish123 on their T side is going to be so dominant in terms of just experience, firepower, aim, and just know how to play the game, how to play the map. So, pretty sure Fish123 just want to tilt uFrag a little bit there. the old land strat, just nade them, pistol them, headshot them, and try and get in their heads. Thing is, though, I think Fish123 they want to start CT. They want to start T. T being, you know, in the current meta, usually the favourable side, especially with these players, as I mentioned before, the firepower is definitely going to be in the Fish123 hands. So they want to get the ball rolling on T side and just get underway with their lead.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're live now.
Yes.
Is that like right? Yeah, we're going to be live. So this is where things are going to start off. As you said, Fish123 adopting the T side to get things rolling. Going to be going with 2 sets of nades, 3 sets of armor, and not a whole lot more. uFrag though, going to be, I'm assuming not live.
Oh no, it's not live. It's a reset.
Alright, wonderful. I was going to say.
We've already seen the buy though from.
Yeah.
We've already seen the CT buy. So we've got Adam buying the kit, and Smoke is probably going to play retake towards A. So I imagine the CT setup might be 3 towards B. Get the B push, get the information. If you see nothing towards B, you know it's going to be A. Obviously, Adam playing retake has the smoke on the kit. Smoke on the kit being so valuable on the CT side, especially when, you know, if the T is plant frame main, you throw that smoke down, you defuse in the smoke. It's so hard for those Glocks to land that headshot. It's not like an AK or a rifle just spraying through that smoke. So, now we're going to the pistol.
Yeah, and as you said, we've already sort of seen the buys, although Fish123 actually going to be changing theirs between. This time go for 4 sets of armor and some limited utility. And early on it's going to be aggression coming out from height, but no frag following it as Cryptix manages to pick up the first frag of the night with the Glock. The rest of the players are going to be heading over towards A with that bomb.
Oh no.
But they're going to be running into a fair few men in A main.
This is the problem now. These players are behind the players in A main. They push through Squeak, and it's going to be 3 T players and a bomb going down. Planted safe. Obviously got the player quad. They can play the after plant. It's already 2-man lead for Fish123.
And now just move out, holding the site, consolidating the control they've got, and while they're going to be making that happen fast as well. Boaster and Frankster working in tandem to find a couple and leaving just Tommy left as the last man. 2 headshots going to be coming in though. So the start that you're going to want to see, and now just going to be working his way forward, continuing to spot out those heads, but unable to find the frag in the end. It's Rattlesnake who closes it out, and Fish123 who gets started exactly as they mean to go on.
Quite a strange CT pistol coming out from uFrag there. Usually you're going to push towards one side of the map. You know, have 3 towards B, or maybe 4 towards A, play 1 B, have 2 push Squeaky, 2 push A main, play for the information. Instead, uFrag had 2 push A main, 2 push B, hype dies at B, and the T players, they've gone Squeaky and they've flanked the CT side, so unfortunately for them, pistol going in favour of Fish123. It's going to be the first round of the board for them.
Yeah, and this one going to be exactly what you'd expect to see as well. Just going to be Fish123 working on grabbing some of that economy, using the MAC-10s to build up their bank. And, well, so far no trouble doing any of that. uFrag going to be saving up for those more expensive buys in round number 4. One would be assuming. So we're just going to be seeing USPs come out and, well, actually at least 1 frag, maybe a second. Pickles on 8 points of health. If he gets caught out with like a USP bullet through the smoke here, that's going to be a trouble. So. Okay, good. He's fallen back. He's keeping himself safe, and it's just going to be about uFrag looking to find any kill possible.
Yeah, then again, though, that 1 kill for the CT side is actually a team kill there, so not actually any frags coming out for the CT side, so no $300 for them, unfortunately. But as we saw last week, Adam loves to call for that full save on both rounds. He wants those orbs, he wants those Molotovs going into the first buy round. So a clean 2-0. Obviously, the team kill did come out, but it's not really that big of an issue. It's only a MAC-10 going down, so nothing really too substantial. 2-0 already for Fish123.
Yeah, and this round going to be the same as the last, although uFrag investing a little bit more as we do see 4 P250s come out. So, again, there's something, but there's not much. They don't have any armor, so the SMGs grandfathered through from Fish are going to be exactly what they want once more. It is just, again, going to be racking up that cash. uFrag, though, going to be trying to see if working as a unit nets them more kills. At the start, it's going to be yeah, doing much the same as we saw in the last. Everybody goes down without finding a single frag, and as you said, another team kill comes through. A little bit of an awkward start for Fish123, but it's the same as it was before. It's not really much being lost.
So the double op setup coming out from uFrag, they might play for mid here. They might have 1 AWP go towards A, Adam play A solo A, and then have Hype go solo B with his AWP, and then have 3 rifles in mid. Obviously the Molotov and Pommy means that he can molly boost and smoke mid, so they can take control of mid early.
It's going to be waiting to see that happen. Pickles as well, going to be making sure the boost can come through, but as you said, control of mid and the CT side's hands for now. Nothing much coming out, and actually a slightly aggressive presence going to be put up by Pommy, making his way over towards those vents and keeping the smoke presence strong. So uFrag starting things off as you'd like to see, really. They hold mid, they continue to do so, and Fish are going to be left in a position where they have to try and fight their way out instead. I'm interested to see if we're going to be seeing any of that happen. At the moment, though, it's going to be Pickles on the A site having a little bit of a poke around. Cray there to meet him, but still just no engagements whatsoever. Fish taking it slow.
It's the first pick there for Adam as well, and you've got Hype there pushed up B, so they know the information. They know it's going to be an A hit. And soon another frag for Adam. So this is already a 2-man lead, only 40 or so seconds into the round, but here comes the attack.
Here's where we're going to be seeing the site under fire. Molotovs down, clearing out those angles. But again, no CTs really showing themselves. Cray, the man on site, going to be the first to take a battle. Can't quite win it in the end as Boaster does pick up the kill. But uFrag, still going to be 2 men to the wise. The retake potentially going to be a little bit difficult with the AWPs, but you can already see the rifles doing their job to perfection. Claw finds one. Rattlesnake going to be able to respond, but still, the advantage maintained for the CT side. Maybe until Pickles finds Adam with, again, a little bit of an awkward moment spray, and now he's going to be waiting for the man from A main as well. Him and Rattlesnake versus Pommy. And uFrag aren't going to be able to pick it up. That looked promising.
This is the problem when you buy 2 AWPs. If they do get the site, if the Ts do get the site, retaking those AWPs is so difficult. I mean, you had a flashbang, obviously, and obviously Craig getting that first pick towards the player quad. I mean, the retake was definitely winnable for uFrag, but you could have picked up a rifle there, save the AWPs after you win the round, after you've got the defuse, but those AWPs, not really what you want in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think sort of the lack of attention to the man Forklift shows maybe a little bit of a lack of awareness in terms of where uFrag think people are going to be. In this round, it's going to mean we're seeing them on the pistols again. Pickles going to be starting things off. On to Adam. No surprises there, as once more it's going to be no armor and just some P250s to hold them through. So close range, we might see some frags, but so far, it's just going to be Fish tearing through everybody they find.
Yeah, uFrag, no armor, then just P250s. They're most likely just going to go down and lose this round cleanly. Fish123, 5 players alive. Fortunately for them, no team kill on this anti-eco, so they're going to be doing very well for money leading into this 6th round. Down goes Crate, so here comes the buy potentially for uFrag. Yes, so they have the money to buy. They can run the double up again. Hype can push B if he wants to, try and get that early frag. I mean, the last round they lost the 3 versus 5, but those AWPs in that retake didn't really provide much for them. So the double up set up again. The question is, do they push towards A or do they push towards B?
It's going to be, yeah, as you said, more of the same. Interested to see if it's going to be working out better than it did last time. This time there is going to be some aggression towards B to start things off, but Frankster, he knows not to push the limit. He knows that he doesn't really want to be giving himself away too early, so again, intelligent aggression. Puts himself in a position where he can spot out any sort of forward positioning from the uFrag side, but doesn't give anything away in the process. It's going to be more of what we saw in the last as well. Fish taking it slow to start things off. They're not wanting to put themselves in compromising positions, and they're doing a great job. uFrag again, taking solid control of mid. It's just where we're going to be seeing them push and what is going to happen when they finally do decide to go.
I believe there's actually a failed smoke there from Frankster trying to smoke off B main, but it landed a bit too short. So actually working in the favor of Hype there, not allowing those Ts to push up and get control of Checkers or control of B main. Pickles though going for the mid face to spot Pommy and Vent, but unfortunately for him, Pommy falls back. Actually re-peeks into him. It's the first kill for uFrag.
Claw going to be finding one back on Pickles though, making sure the numbers stay even still. This is going to be favoring Fish as they start to head out towards A. Cryptix finds Adam as well, exactly what they need. Looks for the second, but Rattlesnake beats him to it, so another frag through. The A site gained and 2 men left now to try and fight it back. Craig going to be in a nice position but can't make anything work. No real chance to retreat. And so it's all on Hype. AWP in hand, nothing more to be done. It's going to be Fish with a 6th consecutive round. And uFrag, well, with more money than they had last time, but still not in the best place.
It's quite interesting actually. Cryptix there opting to AWP over Rattlesnake. Frankster as well AWPing as well. Give me the double AWP set up for the T side. Probably going to play this one slow. They know the CTs most likely haven't got the AWP, so Frankster can hold towards B main. Watch for Hype if he pushes towards B main as well. Hold for the aggression, try and get the picks, and then work off of that.
CT is going to be dropping a smoke though. Adam trying to see what he can spot with the FAMAS in hand. Going to actually find Boaster through the edge. Nice little bit of play there to secure the CTs there first, and you can see Hype's going to be working his way aggressive through Squeaky as well, so a fair amount of map presence gained towards the beginning, a fair amount of information given as well. Now it's up to Fish to respond, but really they give a fair amount back. The CTs retreat, obviously wanting to maintain that advantage, and it does mean that although Fish have the lower numbers, they have a little bit of space to move around in. It's just what they can do with it. And Cryptics, well, he's going to be able to find at least one. Adam goes down, Pommy's left on the B side, and it's going to be a 4 versus 3 situation. I would say that this still could go in Fish's favor, but Pickles and Cryptics aren't looking too good, so maybe...
I mean, the thing is, you have the two orbs, you can play for the picks. I mean, if uFrag keep peeking into them, this could go in Fish's favor still. So, great, have managed to take down Cryptics with that HE grenade. It's now 2-man advantage for uFrag. Can they net themselves their first round win? Claw as well on the flank coming towards Event. He might catch Pickles off guard. Pickles though goes to the face. Claw wins the battle, takes him down. Frank's down the 1 versus 4. Most likely going to go down here, looking for the first round for uFrag, unless something crazy happens here.
Yeah, at the moment, just going to be seeing what he can find in terms of last kills, because he's not going to be getting much more than that. Spots Pommy out. But unfortunately, he's not going to be doing too much more of that, as the eyes are sort of separated from his body now. 1 round on the board for uFrag to start things off for these guys. But now, they're going to have to find more, and they're going to have to find them quickly, because Fish are going to be straight back in with a buy of their own. Full AKs, Molotovs, everything you could want on that T side, bar the AWP, which I think they could have picked up.
But they might go for a set execute here with those rifles.
But chose not to, so... It's sort of that position that uFrag are on the CT side where you can start to be bullied. If they lose this one, now they're going to be back where they've been, and they're going to be back losing multiple rounds quickly.
Maybe with these 5 rifles, they can just do a Molotov smoke, execute onto A, and just try and win that retake if they take the sight off of the CTs. So fairly spread out default here. Pretty standard stuff here. Nothing too crazy. Actually catching Fish123 off guard their last round. Slight pushing towards Squeaky. That CT aggression, catching that player off guard and letting them an entry.
Yeah, this round though, we're not going to be seeing too much of that at all. uFrag, from some very aggressive positioning, falling back into something slightly more passive. Still going to be working though, as Pommy and Vents manages to find one early on. Rattlesnake going to be seeing what he can do to regain the advantage, and the CT flash is actually going to be working to his favor, as Hype, I think, actually blinds himself. Claw though, going to be ready and waiting to respond, does manage to find one more, and it's going to be a 3 versus 4 as a result. Boaster again able to trade 1 for 1, but Cray now going to be taking things into his own hands and into uFrag's advantage, leaving just Frankster as the man standing on the Fish123 side.
Frank's down the 1 versus 3, 38 seconds of the clock. You can maybe spot these players out, get some 1v1s, but Cray there at quad just jumps playing, getting the information, spots him, re-peeks, takes him down with crisp headshot there. Really, really solid 3K there from Cray. Playing it smart actually, not opting for peek, give away his position, instead just hides, waits for the Ts to have their attention towards the other CT players, towards Highway, peeks out, takes down Cryptics and co, and actually nets them their second round. So consecutive rounds now for uFrag, so they can actually start to build their economy.
Yeah, but look what is coming at them again. Fish, they're still running off what they had left in the tank, or what they've built up in the tank over the first 6 rounds, so they're going to be coming straight back in with another buy as well. This time again going to be AKs only, a little bit lighter on the utility. Frankster going to have nothing, but Hype going to be right in their way. Mollied off though, a little bit more position gain. Fish on the offensive once more, this time towards B.
So the thing though, these flashes come out, they can actually stop Hype from getting those picks and actually take him down quite easily. Hype then whiffs a shot, Pickles there with the entry. It's going to be the first man down for uFrag. Claw though, spots the play going to Vent, and actually Rattlesnake gets caught off guard there. It's going to be the 4 versus 4.
Yeah, Pommy going to be finding one for himself as well. Adam chiming in, and suddenly things aren't looking so good for Fish. Cryptic going to be seeing what he can do to recover, and he is going to be finding one. Now the question is, can he make it more than that? Last man alive, 3 players to deal with the bomb. Sat fairly out in the open, and I mean, he just knows these CTs are going to be ready for him to cross into sight. There's a clock on him as well. He does have some utility left, but the smoke's going to be fading towards tree room. And yeah, he's just having more and more angles to watch for. Vents, though, he's going to be checking early on, finds himself a frag there nice and easily. And all he has to worry about at the moment is sneaking across and finding the 1-man upper if Adam presents himself.
Cray that has the Molotov. If these uFrag players just hide, they can wait for the plant, Molotov default, and just go in as a pair and just win off that. Also 2 flashes as well, so very low chance there for Cryptics winning that round. Cray will take him down. It's now 3 consecutive rounds for uFrag, so well played to them. They managed to adapt their playstyle. Starting to get rounds on the board. Yeah. Fish though, what can they do to counter this? What do you think?
I mean, right now, not too much, mate. We're going to be seeing Fish for the first time actually a little bit worried. I mean, the AK comes out in Rattlesnake, but apart from that, it's going to be a pretty poor showing this round, you'd imagine.
Yeah, just a half-wide coming out. Rattlesnake with his AK might just go for a contact aim, see if he can get the first kill, get that peek onto A, take down that player, and then try and work the site off that and play the after plant.
So we're going to be seeing that exactly, but the smoke comes down and the guys have to sort of rein in that aggression a little bit more than maybe they'd like. Everything slows right down and we're going to be seeing them again just falling back slowly further and further towards a neutral position where they can make other stuff happen. And it's just going to be a little bit painful for them. Again, they've just got really not a huge amount of anywhere. And Adam's going to be waiting for anybody to peek him main. If they come out now, they are going to be met with aggression.
The thing is, having the AWP in MBK isn't usually the best place to have it versus the anti-eco. Adam with the first takes down Boaster, gets traded by Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake with a second takes down Claw. Player on side as well goes down. Frankster takes down Cray. It's now the 2 versus 4.
Are you joking? Pommy and Hype now going to be the last 2 left alive. Both have rifles, so obviously going to be a slightly better equipped to start things off, but both going to be outnumbered heavily. Hype finds one, Pommy finds another, but he's still left in the 1 versus 2, and Cryptix, well, he's holding on to the orb. This is not going to be easy by any means. Pommy has to find himself 2 1v1s, and Frankster doesn't want to give them to him, but the nade going to be good. A frag coming through from that gives him a little bit more of a chance to play with. Manages to blind the man with the AWP as well, but can't take him down as the Deagle is a little too quick.
I mean, you have to be expecting Fish123 to be on pistols there. Notoriously bad spot for AWPing versus anti-ecos is going to be MBK. You want to play retake towards there. You have the Molotov. You've won 3 rounds in a row. Have Adam Carr, have a player highway to spot Squeaky. Molotov to the site when the T's come. Play off that. Play the retake where you're at the advantage.
Yeah, and then we won't see things like that happening. Fish find their 7th and bounce right back into it. At the same time, uFrag lose 1 after finding themselves 3. And well, they're back where we've seen them so many times. They're back on this buy where it's going to be P250s majoritarily. Adam going to be holding on to a Deagle. Hype not going for anything at all. And just, again, hoping they can take advantage of these close ranges to net themselves some frags. But Fish is still going to be better equipped, and they're going to be finding frags as well, apparently. Boaster through the door that time, picks up 1. Spots Adam as well, but still going to be finding himself going down. It's just whether that's going to mean anything in the long run.
Flash coming to site now. Cryptix with a Deagle. Peeks in, spots Cray there, crouching behind the box. Will take him down. Has the AWP as well. Peeks towards Car. Spots the player, takes him down as well. Just popping out with the P250 no armor, trying to get some exit frags. If he's lucky, killer player, steal his gun, save that, but unfortunately for him, not really much coming to it. Actually, Fish123, winning the last round but losing the prior rounds before that, their money is going to be low. So I think Pommy here is just trying to keep the T's towards the site, hopefully kill 1 player, have the T stay towards the bomb, hopefully die in the explosion, take away a few guns or some economy that way.
Yeah, the issue is when you're 1 man, it's not going to be too easy to do that. I mean, he had a little bit of a chance there on Cryptix, wasn't quite fast enough. Apart from that, they all had alternative exit strategies and they can get away. And with that round, we're actually going to be seeing Fish find 8 and take themselves to the position where they have at least won the half by conventional means, as well as it's going to be more economy on top of more economy for the guys, as uFrag again have to go with a little bit of a weaker buy just to make up for the lack of cash.
I mean, without these AWPs, you have to think how they're going to play. Usually the AWP towards A or B, you want to play slow and passive and allow the teams to walk into you, or you can play aggressive if you feel that that's best, but Hype in the last round when they had Famises and Co and no AWP actually had that CT aggression towards Squeaky, catching the players off guard that are going towards Boost. But no early kill for the CTs. Actually, Pommy on Boost might catch Pickles off guard.
Yeah, Pickles isn't expecting it. This is going to be a frag and a second as well, apparently, as Frankster drops 2. So 2 frags for uFrag very quickly on. And a potential for a 4th round fast presenting itself. It's Fish who are going to need to respond here, and already you can see uFrag aren't playing around. Hype going for a little bit of aggression, trying to figure out what's happening. Doesn't manage to spot Cryptix, but at least manages to set up a line of sight that will help him secure that B site.
Thing is that Hype doesn't have to commit to anything. They've already got a 2-man lead, just flashes himself, peeks, spots the player, falls back, gets the information. That's all you need. You don't have to overcommit. They don't have to die there. Do you want to equalize these numbers? So still the 2-man lead, 46 seconds on the clock. Make that 3-man lead. As Cray will take down Rattlesnake. Cray and Claw, both of those players are going to kill a piece, and it's going to be 4 rounds difference now between these 2 teams.
Yeah, Cray and Claw, the cleanup crew at the end there. As uFrag do find their 4th. Fish still going to be able to bounce back into it. Still going to be a threat coming towards the CT side. But again, it's another chance to get things going. Yeah,
so in the last 4 spy, we saw them go towards the Squeaky push, Hype getting that early frag, and this time they're having Pommy got Boost, so uFrag playing it smart about the AWP. They're going for that early rifle aggression, it's paying off well.
Yeah, and it does mean we're going to be seeing Fish on the back foot once more, potentially. This round, again, going to be a little bit lower on some of those more expensive items. Boaster being relegated to the Galil. Couple of men without some of the nades they might like, but all in all, actually not the worst buy for Fish, and we've seen that these guys are proficient without an AWP.
Yes, indeed. So, imagine this could be a mid to B split here, or maybe even a mid to A. The bomb heading towards A now, so these T's could do crisscross smokes towards mid, maybe catch a player off guard, Pommy there on top of the railing, outside vent, maybe go down, but smoke off quad. Claw is out of the game right now. Molotov holds the push off, so the question is, can uFrag hold this attack?
Well, they're going to be seeing what they can do. Obviously, already you can see a rotate coming in the form of Adam playing from truck without AWP and hoping he can find somebody. And if they don't expect him to be there, they're going to be in trouble. The smoke drops a second too late, but the shot's whiffed, and it means we are going to be seeing Fish encroach on the site fast. Boaster still going to be in exposed position, though, so only manages to find one with the help of Hype. Cryptic's going to be jumping in as well. Well, actually, Cryptic's rather going to be trying to respond. Pickle's joining him, but 2 frags more from the uFrag side mean we are going to be seeing things evened out here in a 3 versus 3 before the retake attempt can be started. Cryptic, though,
Don't give them
still going to be a threat. 2 headshots in a row as uFrag players peak, and now it's going to be all on Adam.
Adam now 7 HP, probably just going to run off and save. I mean, he's lost 2 of his players in an instance. If they just hit a little bit, waiting for those CT flashes to come in and retake as a team instead of just peeking one by one and going down to Cryptics. I mean, in that situation, you know they're coming here. You have Molotovs, you can allow them to have the site. Molotov quad, Molotov default, and win the retake. Instead, the CT players decide to play on site and they go down individually, and Fish123 will take that round.
Yeah, that means it's going to be 9 already for them.
Yep, this is really looking really good for Fish123. Any bonus rounds they get here, they're going to be very happy with.
Yeah, I mean, past this, it is just going to be that icing on the cake, isn't it? We might see a 10-5 come out, and at that point, as you said, they are going to be more than happy.
It's not just that as well. If you have 2 CTs on site, you need to be playing the crossfires. Cray there at quad, he can be watching right side, the forklift push onto site, and then the other player on site could be watching the quad if the T decide to jump through that smoke. Instead, Cray and the other player on site deciding to play it individually, and they don't play as a team, and they go down as they get flanked. So, fortunately for uFrag, they'll lose this round. Adam though, get the opening pick, it takes him down. It's 1-man lead.
Yeah, and still going to be watching that angle, making sure nobody else can find their way through. Rattlesnake going to be giving it a go, but the smoke is dropped. And so there's no real route for Fish to take as he falls back towards the site. As well as that, he's going to have Pommy there as usual to try and back him up. And it's just going to be uFrag doing what we've seen uFrag do. Again, Pommy holding mid with the help of Hype this time. A couple of men ready on A, and Fish being forced to take things a little bit slower. These guys now going to be heading out mid and seeing what they can do, but they're met with some resistance. And Pommy at least manages to get out of dodge. So uFrag making sure they keep 5 players alive, making sure they keep that advantage, and trying to leave themselves in a position where they can be prepared for what is to come.
Pommy's played vent almost every single round this half. And they're trying to get his second frag of the round. Oh, he does get the repick and take down Frankster. As I was saying, Pommy's played vent every single round. If you're the T side, if you Fish123, you've got to be thinking, have 2 players towards B main, have an AWP there, or have a rifle there, molly out vents, catch Pommy as he jumps down. It's a free frag.
Although we're not seeing it happen.
No, it's a lot easier to do it from afar, just looking onto these monitors. It's a lot harder when you're in game, obviously.
Indeed it is, and so Pommy's still going to be alive and still going to be causing problems for the side of Fish as he finds himself Boaster. Pickle's going to be the next man through, knows where he is, but can't make the shots connect. And that means it's Rattlesnake on 15 points of health to try and make this one happen. Looks for the frag, sees Hype, but can't pull the trigger quick enough. And we are going to be seeing uFrag at least find themselves a 5th.
Yep, so only 4 rounds separating these 2 teams, and uFrag, if they can net 1 more round on the board, they're actually looking pretty decent here. Usually a T-sided map now cash in the new meta, so the single AWP setup coming up. Question is, where does Adam decide to play? Is he going to play towards connector and watch boost like he's normally been doing? Or does he opt for the early pick?
He's over towards B again, so hoping, I think, that somebody's going to be running into him, and Pickle's going to be doing just that. Another early pick coming out from Adam as he shifts his position and potentially throws a little bit of confusion Fish's way. Now, they're going to be down a man, they're going to be down on weapons, they're going to be down on utility. Just in general, Fish not going to be feeling too happy this round.
No, already losing a player, only 20 seconds or so in the round, and Adam netted himself a kill there last round. So, here comes the attack, here come the Molotovs. All 4 of these team players are here, but Heaven isn't smoked off.
And as well as that, they don't manage to get themselves towards the site early on. Still, we're going to be seeing frags coming out. Cryptics and Boaster finding Craying fall like they're nothing. Hype as well, going to be taken through the smoke. And it means it's a 4v2 from a situation that shouldn't have been winnable. And now Rattlesnake's going to find Pommy as well. And it means it's going to be Adam in the clutch again. Needs to be an ace if he wants to take this round, and he at least starts it off in the right way. Finds himself one. Frank's going to be going down as well, looking to see what he can do against Rattlesnake, and the 5-7's going to be enough, so it's just Boaster left.
He can smoke the bomb off. He can smoke the bomb off and defuse it. He has the rifle as well. Boaster's only 22 HP. This is actually winnable. Unfortunately, he has no idea his card. Boaster will peek out, take him down. It's going to be 10 rounds on the T side for Fish. Thing is now, Fish win the pistol. This could be looking like a 16-8.
Yeah, Fish win the pistol. This could be horrible. So it's the thing that all casters say. It's the thing that you hear time and time again, but it's going to be an important pistol round. It almost always is. Obviously, if Fish find it, as you were saying, we're going to be potentially seeing 13 rounds come up on the board. uFrag have the chance to make that 12, though, if they do find that plant. And if they win it, it's going to be 8-10, and that's not unwinnable. That's not unmanageable.
Yeah, uFrag on the T side. I mean, we saw what happened. Only one game separating them last week when they played their first train map, and then they played the second one. Far, far, far stronger T half spot. Here comes the 5 players towards it. They're going to do the squeaky burst.
We are just going to be seeing them burst out, as you were saying. Hype now going to be the first man through, finds himself one, but Pickles and Franks are going to be finding themselves one apiece. So staying at least a man ahead of the uFrag side. Rattlesnake as well, going to be on the flank from A main. Picks himself up one, and it's just going to be a battle of the numbers at this point that uFrag aren't winning. Still one man down. Cryptic's now going to be flooding in from the same spot as his friend. And that is a frags. Boaster finds himself claw. Cryptix takes care of Pommy as he tries to defend the bomb, and Fish find their 11th round.
So you've seen how these CTs have played their setup. They know they haven't got kit. They've got 5 sets of armor. They don't want to play retake. That's why you've got 2 players on site. You've got 1 player MBK. You've got the player forklift. Player forklift hides. Once that smoke and flash comes out, player MBK baits. He gets 1 kill, dies, and then Frankster repeats, takes down the other player. So great setup from Fish there. The bait setup, catching uFrag off guard, and Cryptix and Rattlesnake on that fast rotate coming from their main, catching other players off guard as well. So pistol going towards Fish123, and that's both pistols for them.
Yeah, fortunately this one not necessarily going to be meaning 3 rounds their way though, as uFrag do manage to get that bomb down and give themselves potentially something to work with in the third. That's if they can't do anything here in the second. Hype going to be starting things off immediately with 1. Rattlesnake and Boaster though going to be doing what they can to make it come back through, but Cray at least going to be able to stick that bomb down, so it's more money in the bank for uFrag. Yeah, it's an even better third round, and now they can really get into it early on.
I believe they can get Adam on his AVP now, on his AWP, so the question is, how does Adam want to use his AWP? Yeah, so Pommy can actually drop Adam the AWP depending on whether or not he wants to do that, or they want to play 5 rifles and maybe go for more of a set execute.
Well, the AWP comes out straight away. Adam actually buying it for himself,
oh, wow,
I think, deciding to go, yeah, glass cannon on it.
They want the utility. So the question is, how are they going to use this AWP and the utility following it? Maybe they can go for contact A with the AWP. Once Adam has spotted all the things, spotted MBK, spotted boost, like the jump boost or whatever, towards the red crate, spotted sight and so forth, quad and whatnot. Go for those mollies and smokes towards A, but instead it's actually 3 players going towards B.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning we see Adam go a little bit aggressive towards mid, get met with a smoke and a couple of HEs, or maybe 1 HE actually without armor to take his health down to 27. Everybody else going to be filing in, as you said, with a fairly heavy focus on B. Just sort of very little control right now. Fish, though, going to be in a little bit of a tough position. They do have the weaker weapons. They are in a little bit of a worse position in terms of what they've got themselves, because potentially they weren't expecting uFrag to come this hard now, or they always know that they have next round as an option. So this one going to be a little bit less important, but still one where they have a fairly decent chance.
The problem for the T's here is obviously there's 4 players towards the B main, and there's obviously 3 CTs here. 1 player event, 2 players B main. Frankster pushing A main, gets the information, sees no players in A main, so that player event is so valuable. Mai actually gets caught off guard. The Rattlesnake jumps out, goes down to Adam, and that should have been a team flash there. Just flashed off the AWP.
Yep, well, Adam, the damaged player, does manage to find himself at least 1, as she said, to start things off. Molotov going to be going through now. Smoke to try and block the vision. Isn't going to be stopping Cryptix going down, but it is going to be putting Boaster in a place where he can do damage. Frankster as well, coming through with a little bit of a flank, finds himself 1, and this is it. uFrag caught between a rock and a hard place. It's going to be Hype to try and save the day. Frankster, though, he's already there.
Yeah, Hype not expecting that second player towards mid-vent. Obviously, those 2 CT players instantly rotating as Frankster got the information earlier on. Shame for them. I mean, Rattlesnake going down there from B main, jumping out of vent. Should have been a team flash for him there, but doesn't really net them too much, as obviously they lose the round going forward. So, 13-5. It's not looking too good for uFrag.
No, this is the scoreline they sort of wanted to avoid, and they did manage to avoid it, at least at the start with a bomb plant in the pistol round. Now, though, they're going to be there regardless, and they're going to be there with pistols instead. So it's going to be Deagles and P250s this time, no utility, and just attempting to do some damage with those weapons. Unfortunately, at the start, it's not going to be happening. Frankster and Boaster find one apiece. Hype does manage to chime in with one with the P250, but it's going to be uFrag losing many players and Fish just holding the line.
Yeah, Hype of the M4 doesn't really need to save here, as obviously they're going to be buying into the next round. Instead, just want to take a few guns out of the CT's hands. Goes down though, Cryptix takes him down, Crayon out in the 1 versus 4. Looking like it's going to be 5-14 in Fish123's favour.
Looking like that sort of has to be the way it goes. Cray with a P250 though, still going to be looking to see what more he can do, and actually in a position where he can potentially take that off away from Frankster. So that would have been nice in terms of economic damage if it was irrecoverable, but Pickles was also there. He was ready to pick it up if something did happen. And I mean, if not that, he finds the frag at least, so it is going to be 14-5, as you said. uFrag with one chance to stop this thing going too far, one chance to keep it off match point. And after that, it's potentially curtains for them.
It's hard to know what to do if you're uFrag right now. You got the kill earlier on from Adam, getting that pick towards the play event, but I don't think he's going to make that same mistake again. Adam just trying to pre-fire that guy, playing towards heaven. Not really too lucky for him, as there's no one there. Boaster though, in the right-hand side of the under-vent position here. Not usually something you see a player there. Not usually Molotov as well, catches one player, sprays another one down. Could he re-peek for the third? Pickles as well, gets another kill. Boaster, going to peek into that flashbang, takes him down. Only Hype, 1 versus 5, not looking too good.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate, and 3 players look him on as he tries to do something with the AK in his hands. A firing squad approaches, he manages to find one. But unfortunately for him, in a situation like that, you can't hope for a whole lot more, so it is going to be match point for Fish. It is going to be uFrag with some money to spend, but again, nothing too great, and a potential 16-5 on the cards.
Going into next map, probably best to talk about next map unless uFrag can somehow pull a miracle 10 rounds in a row. I don't really see that happening, but hopefully we see something a lot better on Overpass. T-side Overpass, honestly very hard to play if you're an inexperienced team. Actually, getting that, uFrag with 2 entries.
Yeah, Rattlesnake going to be trying to do what he can to claw it back, but the over-aggression from Fish, or the aggression maybe, going to be biting them a little bit here as uFrag start to make their way through to the site. Rattlesnake, though, single-handedly evens things out, and manages to hold them off long enough for the rotates to start coming in. So uFrag, they start this round off well, but they are far from out of the woods. Yeah, the 3 versus 3 bomb goes down, Hype only 15 HP, but Pommy's in such a great position here. He can easily catch out these players. Goes towards forklift, takes the first down, that's another 3 versus 2, gets another player. Hype as well peeks out, it's 15-6. I don't really see uFrag winning this, but if they can get a few confidence rounds, build a few rounds going into the next map, hopefully they can have a better showing. So you cursed it, Snods.
No, they're not winning this game. Let's be real, they're not winning this game.
They're not winning the game, but you cursed that round, mate. You're just like, it's over, mate. We don't need to talk about this round. They're losing now.
If you Fish123, they don't really care about losing 1 round here or 2. You know, they get their money if they win the map. It's not based off round difference. So uFrag, hopefully they can get their aim warm going into the next map. I mean, obviously DM and aimbots is completely different to when you're actually live in the server.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to be seeing, as you said, uFrag find a couple of little confidence boosting rounds. There's not a whole lot more they can do. I completely agree with you. The game looks like it is all but over. And it's just sort of uFrag trying to see what they can do to make things look as good for themselves as
has
possible.
The bomb as well.
Yep. Early on, it's going to be Adam peeking with a bomb.
Orpha should not have the bomb.
Frankster taking him out in response. Claw going to be posting up, seeing what he can do to spot anything more out. But Frankster,
he can get flashed. He's going to do the underhand flash. There it is. Re-peek into Claw. She just goes to bait him out there. Catches him throwing the nade. Pommy goes down. Re-peeks, but the A-main smoke comes in, and Pickles with another AWP as well. Takes down Cray. Claw and Hype in the 2 versus 5.
This is potentially going to be it. Pommy at least manages to find one with the Molotov. Now, though, going to be seeing what more can happen. Claw with the AWP. Nothing, apparently. Hype going to be the last man left. Finds himself one, puts it into a 1v2, grabs himself the AWP. It's just a question of if he knows where these guys are coming from at the moment. Rattlesnake apparently is a little bit past his field of view.
Yeah, he'll go down. It's going to be 16-6 in favor of Fish123, and